Hey Leo, let's talk about what March, the eclipse cycle, and the equinox of this new astrological year have in store for you. Now, it's more than just March, right? These energies that are happening are where the new beginnings are coming. And this doesn't happen in March. It's carrying out through the remainder of the year for you. So this is a video that you can kind of keep coming back to when these eclipses happen. They happen at 4 different times throughout the year, and it's the same energy. It's trying to bring new beginnings in the way that we're thinking, the way that we're communicating our needs to others. It's about learning, it's about teaching, it's about growing, and it's about getting out there into the big world and exploring and sharing what we've learned. It's about sharing all of these things and maybe teaching them and bringing them to the light of day. It can't be held in anymore, right? Like they say, you can't hold your light under a basket, right? And this is a year where these eclipses are really trying to help you realize that you have all the knowledge within you, and it's time to bring it to the world. It's time to get it out there. And so these eclipses that happen in this 3rd and 9th house for you, it doesn't happen every single year. These started last year, and they're going to be continuing through the remainder of this year. And what happens with eclipses is it shows us where there's some old energy that doesn't work anymore, what needs to be let go of in order for the new to come in. And when it's happening in this 3rd house, 9th house dynamic, like I said before, these are the houses of learning and our mind, our lower mind. Well, I guess it is kind of our lower mind, our conscious mind, how we think and act in our waking life. And then we have over here this 9th house, which is more of our higher mind, what our higher mind is telling us. These eclipses are going to bring some things through, right, this year. The first of it happens on March 25th. And this is also the time of the full moon, so it's going to be shining a light on this. But what happens with this, right, is it shows what area of these houses we're going to be making the changes. What kind of outdated belief systems are we letting go of? That's kind of both of these houses, right? Where are there communication breakdowns in life, and where does that need to change? Maybe this is something where you're ready to move forward. You've already made it. You know. Maybe you already know what it is that needs to change, right? And that came under the light of last year's eclipse cycle in these signs. Maybe this is you're making that change. That 9th house has to deal with higher learning and going back to school. So maybe you're going to be finding in March that you're looking for that. Maybe you're looking for seminars or online courses. Maybe you actually physically want to go back to school to get your light out there, like we were saying. Maybe it's about just getting yourself out there in general. Maybe it isn't about learning. Maybe you don't want to learn. Maybe you're sick and tired of learning. And you're ready to enjoy life more. That 9th house deals with travel. And so this can be a time frame when you're getting out and traveling. And that's maybe where you get that inspiration for what it is that you do want moving forward in life, right? We always get insight and intel when we experience things in different ways. So maybe if you can't physically travel this year, maybe it's just about taking a different way to work. Maybe it's a different way of going to Walmart or something. But there's some kind of power that happens when we go into that energy of exploration. And so when you're exploring new things and exploring that 9th house that it likes to do, that's when we get the insight and the intel on where we need to make the changes and where those changes are at, right? Now, another thing too, this 3rd house deals with our siblings as well. So you might be finding that this is a year where maybe issues are coming up. Maybe you're ready to break some of those old dynamics with siblings as well too. Just pay attention to what happens in this time frame of March 19th, which is the equinox. That's the beginning of the new year, the new astrological year. So this is where we're really saying, hey, I'm ready for these new beginnings. I'm ready for some change. I'm ready for some new energy. And then, of course, March 25th, when that full moon happens as well. So I like to say, and well, I don't like to say, I'm just saying it right now because I'm looking at it on my notes here. I think what's really cool is that when the astrological new year begins, and it's carrying all this energy of balance and harmony and bringing relationships into focus and working with communities that are supportive of us, helping us to get our light out there and to shine ourselves in whatever format it is for you. That day, on March 19th, when we have this equinox, when we go into the new astrological year, The moon is going to be in Leo. It's going to be in your sign. It literally just changes into it too, just before the equinox hits. And I think that's pretty cool because we're starting this new year out with a Leo energy, right? Leo is about being proud of who you are. It's being proud of the skills and the talents and the abilities you have. And because we have that full moon happening a week later, it's shining a light on maybe some hidden skills, talents, and abilities that you have that you haven't brought to light. And remember, this is a year where it wants to bring them to light. So just keep an eye out for what's happening in that couple of weeks coming up to these time frames and a couple of weeks after. But it's not just then, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is carrying through the remainder of 2024. These are the areas where the major juice is happening for you. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you next time. Bye.